Hey Virgo, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time. My name is Coach Liz. All right, Virgo. So listen, um, you could be going through, you could be experiencing some deep ass emotions right now. And I know we just had the full moon. Um, that just what was it in Sagittarius, I believe. Anyway, I feel like a lot of things are coming to a head, of course. I feel like that's what full moons do, right? They bring things up to the surface and it gets a little emotional or a lot of emotional. And I feel like they make us kind of see parts of ourselves or analyze, um, analyze parts of ourselves that may need healing and tender loving care, right? Um, so you could, like I said, you could be feeling a little bit emotional. Maybe your sleep pattern could be a little off. Um, you and your person could be experiencing like not arguments per se, but there could be things that are coming up that um, it's making you go inward to check with yourself, like what part of me is feeling this emotion, right? Like why am I feeling emotional like this? So you could be going through that right now, Virgo, but we are going to look at your person's energy towards you. What are they currently feeling towards you? And we're going to get some advice at the end just to see what messages or what guidance spirit has for you. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate the support. I really do. And welcome to my new subscribers. I am happy that you're here and you decided to join the team. Um, I feel like I have one more thing to say to you, Virgo. But if it comes, it comes. Okay. Yeah. See, look. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Recalling. So I feel like there's this energy of like things from the past, and I just saw 222 on the timer. That maybe things how you were how you used to connect with people, right? Or people romantically. I feel like I'm picking up on how you showed up for others in relationships and how others showed up for you. And I feel like there could be some triggers or some things coming up to the surface that will, or your person has done something or said something that kind of triggered something from the past, right? And right now you are pretty much at a point where you're having to again look inward, or this, and I feel like your person could be realizing something about themselves as well, just in like their own way. But I feel like right now you are really are being called to maybe even like rub on your chest, like on your heart, to just talk to it. And oh god, I'm about to get emotional. um so yeah, you guys could be going through something, but rub it and say it's okay, right? Like you've been through a lot, but you're safe. Oh, Virgo, I can't stand it when y'all make me emotional. I pray that you're okay, Virgo. I'm sending you lots of love. But it doesn't feel like a betrayal or a disappointment in any way. It just more so feels like a growing moment, like growing pains pretty much. And this could be within yourself or just even, also in your relationship, right? I just saw 414 on the clock, on the timer. So you could be seeing that number as well. I keep seeing that 414. Yeah, look, throwing out, disregarding, um, trash. So it's like you're getting rid of things that are holding you back, right? Things that are no longer serving you. And again, I feel like this has to do with um, emotional or like connections or relationships more so, romantic relationships. I feel like you're getting rid of yeah, things that don't no longer work for you, right? Like things that no longer serve your for your highest good. I feel like you're going through I'm seeing someone go through like files. Like if you have file like you know how there's a file cabinet, you're kind of like going through the files looking for something. I feel like that's what I'm seeing you do within yourself, right? Like kind of look at your old files and you're like, okay, we can keep this. This is, you know, this is a good memory. And not that you're getting rid of the bad memories because that's what helped you grow. But I feel like you are repositioning the category, right? Like in what category it goes. Like now that you think about it, um, it won't hurt you as much or it won't make you angry the moment that you think about it. You're just like, okay, you're accepting it for what it was, and you're looking at a situation and you're just like, okay, like I had to go through that, I had to experience that. It shaped me who I am today, and I love who I am today. I love who I am becoming. So it's okay that I experienced this. It's okay that I went through this. It wasn't okay at that moment, but I made it through, right? Like I'm here. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. It's like you played many mute songs, you know, you played many songs, you heard many, you know, you heard music, right? Like that's not the analogy I'm trying to use, but you've played you don't want to keep playing the same old song. Let me put it that way, right? You don't want to keep hearing the same old tune. So you're having to release those things that are going to remind you and reposition them in your life where it's like, I know you're there, you know, I can't get rid of the memory, but it doesn't hurt me as much or it doesn't make me as angry or not at all, right? All right, let's see what your person is currently feeling towards you. I just felt like that's something that you could be experiencing with your person as well. What message do you have for Virgo? Okay. It- Y'all saw, you know, you saw. So that lets me know Spirit was like, yep, you're right on target with that right there. We're gonna make sure that comes out to remind you that what you just said. Because you could be like, and again, I feel like your person is going through the same thing, right? Like they are experiencing the same situation or the same energy as you. I'm getting maybe this is like a soulmate or a twin flame connection because you guys are really mirroring each other. So you it's like things that have kept you like um maybe locked your heart up, like maybe putting it away and saying, you know, I'm never gonna love like that again, or I don't, you know, you just feeling stuck or frustrated because um you could have experienced a lot of people who were not necessarily like aligned with you and or your energy, or only saw you as something that they could just throw away or throw out. And I feel like that energy is coming up to the surface, and like I said, I feel like your person is experiencing that as well. Like you guys are going through the same things. You guys, I feel like both are feeling frustrated or somewhat like feeling stuck or trapped because not that it doesn't feel like your relationship, right, the connection itself, it does not feel like it's stuck itself, but I feel like both of you are trying to break out of that um energy, right, of not feeling like you need to restrict yourself with your person and actually talking about or communicating about these triggers or these things that are coming up, right? Like basically being vulnerable with each other, sharing the not so pretty parts of yourself and sharing that and making it a safe space um, for each other. And I feel like that's what's happening during this full moon energy. Like you both are creating a somewhat of like I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune in my third eye. So we'll see if it pops out with tarot. But I do feel like there's an energy of entering a whole new chapter, like there being a turning point in this connection during this full moon. What else do you have for Virgo? What is their person feeling towards them? Racing, running, or avoiding. And we have lost, ghosted, blocked, or cut off. So I feel like your person could have been someone who used to avoid certain situations, or they would just ghost a situation if it got too deep or if it just became too burdensome, right? Like it just, I feel like they would just detach and avoided a situation. Somebody could drive a sports car, or yeah, or like to drive like fast cars, like they like to race. Maybe, your person is also someone who's used to living their life like on the fast track, right? They would ghost situations and not take the time to get deeper into into relationships. And I feel like this is what's coming up right now as well. Like if one person, like I said, I feel like you and your person are purging certain things, but in your own respective ways, right? Like maybe your person, it was someone who used to run away, and instead of expressing how they felt, they ghosted. And maybe you did too, right? Maybe you, instead of expressing how you felt about a certain situation, instead of expressing how you felt, you kind of pulled back. And I feel like right now, both of you guys are learning how to um, talk to each other or express these things with each other. What else do you have for Virgo? Financial support, custody. I don't know why I said custody. Somebody could be going through like custody issues, child support issues, alimony, and government. Um, and triggers, name, car, and place. So you see there's another fast car right there. So yes, somebody could drive like a sports car, or um, maybe they have like a dream car that they want, and it's like a sports car. Your person could be going through court situations, maybe government situation. I'm seeing the handcuffs. Um, they're like being pointed out. So maybe somebody has been like in jail and they're waiting on a release date. I didn't mean to laugh at that message. It's just something I was thinking about. I was talking to a friend about a release date, and it's funny that it's coming up now. But yeah, so somebody could be waiting for a release date, possibly from jail to get released, um, or possibly I'm hearing somebody could work for the government as well. Somebody could have, like I said, there's somebody could be going through like child support or child like custody, things like that. With this triggers energy and TikTok, again, it just goes back to that energy of like things coming up, pop up. See, it's just like randomly just popped up out of nowhere, recalling that's that past energy. So I do feel like exactly that, like things are coming up to the surface that need to be looked at, processed, reviewed, and then reorganized. I'm hearing, like releasing what needs to go, and or readjusting, um because there are things happening that are triggering each of you in the connection. Maybe you're triggering your person and your person is triggering you. Can you give me some more? What is Virgo's person currently feeling towards them? We have synchronicities. So you could be seeing numbers, synchronicities. Your person could be doing the same. I feel like they are seeing things. There's a lot of things that they are maybe that you guys have talked about that, it's being kind of shown to them by the universe. Like maybe you're saying certain things and then later they're seeing it play out on their end as well. You could be seeing 1111, 222, 333, the infinity symbol, or 888 as well. You could drive an infinity. We have entrapment at the bottom of the deck. Pregnancy, money, and heartstrings, and gossip. So there could be someone from your person's past, or maybe yours, where there could be some sort of lingering energy, maybe still trying to um, keep this person and trap this person. I don't know. Because I see bounty hunter after that. So I feel like, I don't know, they're maybe trying to get your person back. But I feel like there could also be like people in your community, or just, yeah, who are gossiping, talking about you or your person, talking about your connection. Who gives a damn? Nobody cares. We're not gonna feed into that energy, because find something else to do. Okay, let's get some tarot. Let's see what it is. Okay, Virgo, what the hell's going on? What did it say? What the helly? What the helly? What do you young kids say? Let's see. Could you clarify these energies, Spirit, for Virgo? Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. See, there it is. I knew I seen it in my eye. I seen it with my own eye. Did the phone just move? I feel like the phone just moved. I don't know. Sorry if I did. All right, what is this trash energy, Spirit? What's going on? Could you clarify these energies for Virgo? What is their person feeling towards them? We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're releasing. Your person is also releasing. They're removing things so they could head in like a new direction with you. This is like good news coming in. Ready for a new adventure. I feel like a lot of like youthful energy, playful energy, just being excited to. I'm seeing Dora the Explorer. Like, I'm ready to go on this new adventure with you. And we have the Star. So healing, exactly. Just throwing out a bunch of bullshit that no longer serves, right? You see that, this person is on a swing. So I feel like you also make your person feel young, that youthful energy, that passionate energy as well. So there could be a lot of passion and chemistry between the two of you. But there's good news. Like, I feel like there's good news coming in. Your person could be wanting to take initiative as well, like communicate with you about their own things that they've been going through, or what they've experienced, right? And you guys, I feel like you guys, again, if this is like a soulmate or twin flame dynamic, I feel like you guys are really mirroring each other. So they could have experienced something differently, but the feeling of what you have experienced is the same, right? Like, y'all share that feeling. So you guys could be throwing shit out there like that, right? Like, hey, look, this is what I've been through, and I'm not trying to stay the same. I'm not saying like this is who I've been and this is what I've been, this is what I've been through, so I must stay like this. No, but I feel like your person's like, okay, this is what I've been through, and I'm gonna put that shit out there so that we can go on this new direction, so that we can have this new adventure, and it'd be fun, it'd be youthful, it'd be full of passion and chemistry, and not have to carry old shit that's been lingering, right? I like that. I like that. Ace of Wands. Ooh, the passion. Ooh, the chemistry, Virgo. You could, I'm just going to say, I'm just going to put it out there. We did see the entrapment card. I'm not saying you're trying to trap your person at all whatsoever, but I do see pregnancy right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it there, and I'm going to leave it alone. Okay, if that's not something that you want, just be aware. that they're the chemistry, the fire, the passion, the chemistry, like everything. I was about to repeat myself, is there. Okay. Something about the color red. So your root chakra could be really fired up right now. Shit. Like you could there y'all could be the sexual feeling could be intensifying. I don't know. Especially once you guys start to release like the things that have been weighing you down. um I feel like that's somehow going to help you heal a part of your I'm hearing your sacral and your root, right? Maybe how you connected sexually, or how you viewed sex with a person, um is getting ready to shift, right? Like I feel like it's healing almost, and not in a sense where you need the actual physical sexual act to heal, but again, you're releasing things so you can make room for something else. And if you're connecting on this level with your person where you're so vulnerable to the point that where you're sharing things that have previously hurt you and your person is doing the same, I can listen, that does something to women. When men can be open about where they've been and how they've been hurt and how they're willing to not allow those things to affect y'all's connection, I can tell you right now that your girl, at the moment that y'all start to have this conversation, she's more than likely getting wet in the pants. Okay, she's thinking in her head like this man is really being vulnerable. I mean, I may not speak for about for everyone, but I will say there is nothing like a man being able to be vulnerable, put their ego aside, and still be a man and say, but that's not who I want to be and who I want to continue to be. Like, I want to grow. I want to be better. I want to evolve. Let me tell y'all, you will have that woman serve you and be submissive in every way possible. I can tell you that right now. And I feel like sometimes men miss that part, but also I can't put it all on men because as women, we have sometimes have, I'm not saying all, please don't think I'm putting all of us in the same category, but we do, because out of protection, given that we've been hurt before, we try to say, oh no, I've been down this road before, I'm not trying to do it again. But sometimes that's like protecting ourselves from hurting. Now we are applying something that someone else did onto this person before even actually being vulnerable and communicating why it is that I'm even reacting the way I'm reacting. Now, a man in their healthy masculine energy will accept it, process it, and I can almost guarantee you that they have experienced something just like you where they felt used or they felt misused, abused, whatever. It just looks different for them. So I feel like this is a big, like I said, this is a big turning point for your relationship, right? And it's only going to build a lot of fire. And oh, the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. How cute. How cute. The Knight of Cups. Okay, with the Knight of Cups. So, and the Moon. See, I'm gonna leave it out because I want it to fall out. The Moon. There it is. We just had the full. There's things definitely that being revealed. These are things that I feel will also like being kept. Avoid. Like there was an avoidance energy. Someone would just look back. I'm seeing somebody just look at them at their emotions or their feelings and be like, I'm just gonna leave those right where they're at. I'm gonna keep on going and say that I'm growing, but I'm really not. All I'm doing is just ignoring them, right? You see how his bags are packed. You know, every time I think of bags, I think of or see bags, I think of baggage, right? So maybe again, this person like to stay single, right? They like to avoid, they like to run. They just said, you know what? I am romantic. I have all this love, but I'm on a mission. So I got to go. Right? This Knight of Cups, I feel like is someone who when they're there, and only because I'm the way I'm seeing him, and this how is he's being depicted in this card, it just almost feels like that guy who comes into town, right? Like this good ass looking motherfucking guy coming to town. He smells good, looks good, and he's only here for a short period of time, but that short period of the time that he's here, he's making all the bitches in the block fall in love with him, right? Because he looks good. He is smart. He has his shit together. He has street smarts, but somehow he is finds a way to, be charming and romantic, But I feel like he used, or your person could have used his travel or her travel. Remember, there's no gender in tarot or energy. It's this masculine and feminine energy. But I feel like your person was again used to, maybe they did travel a lot so that they didn't have to look at that King of Pentacles. You see how he has his money locked up? It's like he's been rooted in like he's been all his like his he's spent most of his time with work, like making money. But it's not that he is like this cold person. It's just that he didn't stay for long. And I'm not getting a Knight of Wands energy where there's a flighty energy and just passionate, right? Whatever, right? I feel like this person is very like romantic and actually is wanting to open up. Did want to open his heart up, but at the same time, it was like, I'll give you some, but not all, right? Like it was, they would avoid a situation, and the way they would avoid it is, maybe through work, maybe through what they do for a living. Maybe this is someone who I'm hearing flight attendant. Maybe they traveled a lot. They went from place to place a lot. But all they were focusing on was money or building their career. It's like they were rooted in that. Like they were just like, I'm just about business and that is it. You see how there's this lock on this treasure chest? Three of Cups. And your person did enjoy, like maybe they do enjoy having a good time. Maybe they're a ladies' man, Mm. The Lovers. If your person did or is using their work as a way to run away or avoid your connection, I feel like this full moon is what's helping them realize or unveiling um these emotions for your person. Like they're realizing how they've moved, who they've been, how they've shown up in relationships, how people have shown up for them. What is it that they even want in a relationship? What does that even look like for them now that they are, considering, being in a connection with you? It feels like you may or may not like have solidified. It just feels like more of a starting to get to know each other, maybe the beginning, or you could be starting a new, we did see the Ace of Cups, so this could be like a new love, a new connection, um someone that you just met not too long ago. So it's like you're still learning each other. It does feel like you're still learning each other. You're still releasing certain things. There's still like things that are being worked out. I'm hearing justice. There's things that are still being worked on coming into balance with that Libra energy as well. So I feel like that's exactly what this full moon is doing, is bringing things into balance by bringing them up to the surface. With Santa Muerte, which is the death card. Some of you could be getting pregnant, and or you could be pregnant, or you could be expecting, and you don't know yet. You're going to be finding out, or you just found out in this full moon energy. Excuse me, during this full moon. You see I've just realized the reflection on this card. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like they're looking at themselves in a mirror. It's like things are coming up to the surface for both of you. I feel like this is for both of you. There's an energy of like rebirth, being born again. Ooh, and this death card, there's like a time. So there could be the what is this? This time thingy, the sand. So there could be divine timing at play as well. I just heard 9 months. So like, there could be a heavy energy of pregnancy, whether you're pregnant, gonna get pregnant, um, or just giving birth to new ideas or the new connection that's coming in, right, between you and this person. The King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, I feel like they're looking at things more logically now, right? They're reviewing. I feel like they're looking at themselves um a deeper level instead of running and avoiding. It's like now they're being forced to um yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Like, look at themselves in the mirror. And I feel like that's what's going to make this person, see, with the Seven of Swords, they were trying to, your person was really trying to ignore or avoid. It says hope and reflection on the coffin. This Seven of Swords. So you see how the coffin is a place for hope and reflection, right? You would go in there, close your damn coffin, lay in there until you go through your files and need to see what the fuck needs to be thrown out. And I feel like your person was at a place where they were in denial. They would run. They were, they were the ladies' man. They were the ones that like to have a good time. Again, they would come into town and connect maybe with karmic energies, whatever helped them have a good time, whoever helped them have a good time. But it's like I don't feel like they were a player, right? It doesn't necessarily feel like a player energy. It's like they would just be themselves, and women or men would just fall in love with them, right? It's not like they were trying to play these people. It's just that just by being them would make people want to fall in love with them. But because they had this job or career, or I'm here in government, I mean, I do see government, or maybe they had, they were in jail again. Well, I don't know about them being a ladies' man in jail. Hopefully not. Oh, okay. But, to each their own. We don't judge, we listen. I feel like they're being forced now to do this introspection. And I think it's because you could be being vulnerable, like you're opening up. I feel like I'm talking to a divine feminine, or like a collective who is aware of, or who does want to grow, right? Like who does want to expand and grow. So maybe, like I said, if you guys were mirroring each other, you could have been maybe in the same energy where you were avoiding it and saying that you were just not trying to repeat a certain cycle with this person, um, and saying that you were just protecting yourself instead of actually communicating what it is that you're feeling, or what it is that's triggering you, and just talking about it and being vulnerable. I feel like that's what's pushing your person to do the same, to face their own junk, right? And I feel like you have the support of the universe, because you could be seeing 3434 or 3343, just as the numbers I was about to say. I feel like your person is being reminded, by seeing certain synchronicities or numbers, And I feel like the universe is doing that to kind of like nudge them, like, she told you about this or he told you about this, now you're seeing it for yourself, right? Like I feel like you're someone that pays attention to synchronicities. So I feel like you're showing your person, like, look, this is what this is. Like, you're teaching your person certain things, right? You're guiding. I feel like you're teaching your person how to be emotionally vulnerable, because you may be more knowledgeable in this area, but I feel like you are also learning that you can be emotionally vulnerable with this person, because you've done it before in other connections, but it was used against you before. And now it's almost like you're feeling safe enough to open up about your vulnerabilities, because this person, your person, is also wanting to go on this new adventure with you, right? Make some changes, because they've also been used and abused, and there were leeches and people who would come in with shiny, saying they would give him or her the world, and only to find out that they were only there to um leech off your person. And same, like I said, same to you. I feel like this is a heavy like mirror energy for sure. Okay, Virgo, let me get some advice, relationship advice from Spirit. Whew. Feel out of breath. Oh, look at that soulmates energy. I feel like this is going to be like a long-term connection or relationship. Like I really do feel like you guys are trying to build like a solid foundation by opening up, or I don't know why I did not put the cards up there in the first place, but Virgo, we're gonna go with it. Yeah, it does feel like a long-term connection, and that you guys are building a strong foundation. But I feel like your actions, what you do, helps this person, right? Like I feel like you're teaching this person in a sense, but also they are also teaching you or helping you as well. So both are growing. Again, I'm hearing growing pains, chaos and conflict. So you could have went through like a little situation with your person that made this happen, right? Emotions, like I said, are running high right now. Higher power. Let's see. For Virgo, here and now. Try to be here in the now, in the present. So yeah, work through those emotions. Let them come up. Talk about them. It's okay. I feel like no one should make you feel bad for talking about what you've experienced, right? All that glitters isn't gold. Let's see. And thinker. That's a leap of faith. So okay. Before I get ahead of myself, let me see, because I already started channeling a whole lot of other stuff. Okay, it says, sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times where we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seemed so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person, who that person is, not what he or she can give you. It's important. See beyond the glitter and look for inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart, let go of artifice. Is it artifice? And let what is authentic shine. So exactly what I'm talking about. This trash throwing out, is like you guys are getting past like the cutesy part of the relationship. Like now you guys are getting deep in there, like the nitty, what is it, the nitty gritty. Like you guys are getting into the mud, right? Like you're getting rid of the shit that's been holding you back, weighing you down, things that have kept you running. And now it's like you're getting down to like, okay, well, you're cute or whatever, you have a cute face, you're romantic, you're charming, like I love this attention that you're giving me or whatever, but who are you deep down inside? Right? What's shaped you? What's holding you back? What scares you? You know, I feel like people say, "Oh, nothing scares me." No, there as human beings, yes, we do. You know, we can go through like we should not fear, right? But there is sometimes a thought that crosses your head. You're like, "Yeah, I'm a little scared." But then, okay, yeah, quickly you come back to your senses, you talk to yourself, you talk yourself through it. But as a human, you will experience that from time to time, right? You will be tested. That things will test your faith. And I feel like love tests your faith a lot. You know, I feel like relationships, connection, like relationships, romantic relationships, and even friendships, family, you know, they test us. They push, they reflect certain things about us that are is meant to help us grow. And I feel like right now with this full moon energy that we're experiencing, you guys are being pushed to grow by becoming vulnerable and really taking off the mask. And there's two masks here. It ain't just one, y'all. I just seen 444 on the timer. It ain't just one mask. So as I said, I feel like and there's a feminine and a masculine mask. So it's like you both, I feel like, are taking it off. You're both finally saying, you know what? Yes, I'm showing up as this. I know, you know, what I can do. I know what I can provide. I know what I can cook, I can clean, I can bring money, I can do this, I can give you a nice car, blah, 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 blah. But now it's like, let me go ahead and take the mask off. Let me see who you really are, type shit, right? Like, but I feel like you guys are doing it not in a sense of in a blaming like each other or hurting each other, but more so accepting each other for who you guys are today, in the here, in the now, but also staying poised and still wanting to take that leap of faith, as we said, you know, going on this new journey. With love, look, she's holding the hearts. So I feel like you guys are like both wanting to take this leap of faith, and both knowing like that you're showing up as your true authentic self, right? That it's not going to be if we're falling, if we're jumping together because we know we got each other. Not like I'm going to be jumping, we're going to say we're going to jump and only one of us jumps in. Like I feel like you both are jumping in with love in mind, right? That you guys are going to figure it out together. You guys are going to stay poised during difficult times, or you know, during the ugly times, during the times where you are purging, right? Okay, Virgo. I think that's what I have for you. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to let me know how it resonates, like the message resonates. I do like to read the comments, you guys. And I will talk with y'all soon.